the continent has now defined ourselves.
In the news, military rescue 3 students, teacher, 1 student confirmed dead. More Nigerians to fall deep into poverty from unemployment. Hardliner Razi takes big lead. Federal government appoints former Super Eagles captain Mikel Obi as youth ambassador. Details coming up shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinamo, and you are watching TOS News 360. The Military Joint Task Force of Operation Hadari Daji in the Northwest Zone has rescued 4 students and a teacher on Friday after engaging with bandits who stormed a secondary school in Kebbi State. On Thursday, bandits struck in Kebbi State and kidnapped some students and teachers at the Federal Government College, Birnin Yari, Kebbi. Sadly, one of the students, unidentified, later died, though no detail has been given on how the death occurred. The Nigerian Economic Summit Group, in its economic report for the first quarter of 2021 on Friday, say many Nigerians are expected to fall deep into the poverty trap amid rising unemployment in the country. The private sector-led think tank says the rising levels of unemployment and poverty are reflected in the persistent insecurity and social vices with attendant huge economic cost. To reverse this recurring trend, there is an urgent need for collaborative efforts between the government and relevant stakeholders towards addressing the constraint to value chain development in high-growth and employment-elastic sectors, the report says. World Bank estimates the number of poor Nigerians to rise to 90 million in 2020 from 83 million in 2019. In a related development, Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has explained that his administration has not sacked any civil servant in the ongoing downsizing exercise in the state, adding that only 99 political appointees have been sacked. He, however, hinted that only the agencies connected to the local government system, including the 23 local government councils, SUBEB, and the Primary Healthcare Board, have disengaged staff. The Nigeria Labour Congress had in May led workers to protest against the plan by the Kaduna government to lay off the workers. A member of the Senate Committee on Aviation, Senate Ifeanyi Uba, has assured the survival and growth of the Nigerian aviation sector, saying the Senate will checkmate unwholesome practices that threaten the sector's survival and growth. Senator Uba made this known in a statement on Saturday, where he stated that the Senate will play vital roles in the formulation of legislative framework and policies to save the sector. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari and other economic community of West African State Authority of heads of state and government, with the exception of Mali, are in Accra, Ghana for the 59th ordinary session of the regional bloc. The heads of state and government will also receive a report on ECOWAS institutional reforms, single currency programs, and a memorandum on the proposed mechanism of rotation of ECOWAS member states' candidature to the chairmanship of the African Union. A communique will be issued at the end of the summit. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you are watching TOS News 360. Stories on Africa, the global scene, business and sports. When we return, stay with us. Welcome back. We continue with developments across Africa. President Yoweri Museveni late on Friday has announced new COVID-19 restrictions in Uganda to try and stem a surge in infections in the East African country that has seen an array of variants. The measures in the East African country include a ban on private and public transportation within and across districts, including the capital, Kampala. It has confirmed a total of 68,779 infections, including 584 deaths. A new report titled Public Expenditure on Food and Agriculture in Sub-Saharan Africa, Trends, Challenges and Priorities finds that few countries in Sub-Saharan Africa have met the 10% Maputo target, despite a renewed commitment in 2014 through the Malabo Declaration. The African Union 2003 Maputo Declaration is a commitment to the allocation of at least 10% of national budgetary resources to agriculture and rural development policy implementation within 5 years to eradicate hunger and poverty across the continent. Research showed that an average 21% of budget devoted to food and agriculture in the region were not spent, often due to funds being disbursed too slowly or complications in project implementation. On the global scene, after 90% of the votes for Iran's presidential election were counted, Iran's hardline candidate Ibrahim Raisi, the conservative head of the judiciary, has taken an unassailable lead. The Interior Ministry on Saturday says Raisi, aged 60, received more than 17.8 million out of the 28.6 million votes that have been counted, based on preliminary results. The new president is expected to take office in August. In business, the Central Bank of Nigeria plans to issue a total of 722.17 billion naira treasury bills in the third quarter of 2021 that will be maturing between June 2021 and August this year. The Central Bank of Nigeria stated this in the Nigerian Treasury Bills Issuance Program calendar released on its website on Friday. The CBN issues treasury bills twice in a month to help the federal government fund its budget deficit, support banks in managing liquidity in the system, and curb inflation. And to sports, the federal government of Nigeria has appointed former Super Eagles captain John Mikel Obi as youth ambassador to inspire young Nigerians towards excellence. The appointment was declared on Friday by the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, at an event held at the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. Responding to the appointment, the former Super Eagles captain says he feels honored and promises to do his best to encourage and inspire the youth towards national development, not just in football, but in other sports. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on the network. I am Merciful Ajinamo. Thank you so much for watching.
But we as a